Under the scorching sun, an Israelite village lies parched, its dusty grounds a testament to hardship. Villagers toil under the relentless gaze of Philistine guards, their faces etched with silent despair. A heavy sense of oppression hangs in the air, a palpable weight on every soul. Manoah, a grizzled elder, kneels by a simple altar, his weathered hands clasped in fervent prayer. Beside him, his barren wife, Mary, mirrors his devotion, her eyes closed in a plea for a child. Their faces, a canvas of longing, speak of a desperate hope for both offspring and liberation. A soft, ethereal glow fills the humble dwelling, illuminating dust motes, dancing, as an angelic figure stands before Mary. Mary watches, her eyes wide with a mixture of awe and bewilderment, captivated by the luminous presence. The angelic figure declares, "You will conceive and give birth to a son, and you are to call him Samson." Manoah enters, his steps faltering, his face shifting from disbelief to profound wonder at the divine scene. Under the scorching sun, Samson strides through the vineyard, his long dark hair flowing as he moves with unwavering confidence. Suddenly, a ferocious lion erupts from the dense foliage with a guttural roar, charging at Samson. Samson, without hesitation, grapples with the beast, his muscles bulging as he tears the lion apart with his bare hands. Amidst the dust, Samson continues his walk, seemingly unfazed, leaving behind the raw power of his extraordinary feat. Under the scorching sun, Samson's powerful frame casts a long shadow as he strides through the dusty Timnah village. His gaze, unwavering and intense, locks onto a beautiful Philistine woman, a spark of desire igniting in his eyes. Manoah and Mary, Samson's parents, watch with faces etched in growing dismay and concern. Sensing impending conflict, Samson's voice cuts through the air. "I want her. Get her for me to be my wife." Manoah's voice, heavy with disappointment, asks, "Is there no woman among our people that you have to go to the Philistines?" Mary pleads, "Please, my son, choose an Israelite woman." But Samson's resolve hardens. "She is the right one for me." The wedding feast explodes with vibrant laughter and music, a joyous blur of Philistine and Israelite guests dancing in revelry. Samson, the picture of immense strength, stands at the heart of the celebration, a mischievous glint dancing in his eyes. He poses a riddle to his Philistine companions, who exchange bewildered glances, their confusion palpable. Later, his wife, tears welling, pleads with him in a low murmur, her voice a fragile whisper in the festive din. Samson's jaw clenches, a throbbing vein betraying his inner turmoil as he struggles with her heartfelt plea. With a sharp exhale of frustration, he finally relents, the secret escaping his lips like a reluctant sigh. Under the scorching Ashkelon sun, Samson descends, his face a mask of primal rage, upon the unsuspecting Philistines. He moves like a whirlwind, a blur of raw, unbridled power, a force of nature unleashed. 30 men fall before him, their bodies dropping to the dusty ground, stripped of their garments. Each movement is swift, brutal, and utterly devastating, a testament to his overwhelming strength. Under the scorching sun, the imposing Samson, his face set with grim determination, binds the tails of 300 captured foxes. With brutal efficiency, he secures a torch between each pair of bound tails, transforming the terrified foxes into unwilling carriers of fire. Released into the vast Philistine grain fields, the foxes scatter, their torches igniting the ripe harvest with terrifying speed. A wall of fire consumes the fields, a blazing, furious testament to Samson's wrath, leaving only destruction in its wake. Dust billows on the rocky plains of Lehi as a horde of furious Philistines pursue Samson, their faces contorted with rage. The Israelites, their faces etched with fear, hesitantly bind Samson with thick ropes, delivering him to their enemies. Philistines cheer, their voices echoing across the landscape, but Samson's muscles bulge, and the ropes snap like thread. Samson's eyes scan the ground, landing on the fresh jawbone of a donkey, which he snatches, feeling its surprising lightness. He charges into the Philistine ranks, the jawbone a blur as he strikes down soldier after soldier, 1,000 falling in brutal battle. Under the pale moonlight, the formidable, iron-bound gates of Gaza City loom large, casting ominous shadows. Samson, a towering figure, approaches with an unwavering gaze, his powerful presence dominating the scene. With a guttural roar, he seizes the massive gates, their thick posts and heavy bar trembling under his grip. Muscles ripple and strain as Samson wrenches the colossal gates from their ancient stone foundations, the earth rumbling. He hoists the immense structure onto his broad shoulders, carrying the massive weight with supernatural strength. Samson begins his arduous trek, ascending a distant hill overlooking Hebron, a silent testament to his incredible power. Sunlight streams through Delilah's archways, illuminating dust motes dancing in the air as Samson sits close, captivated. Delilah leans in, her eyes sparkling with playful curiosity, her hand resting lightly on Samson's arm. Samson, a formidable warrior, smiles, clearly softened by her presence, a powerful man undone by her touch. Delilah whispers, "Tell me, my love, where does this great strength of yours come from? What could bind you?" Samson, a hint of unease in his eyes, asks, "Why do you ask such things, Delilah? Is my strength not enough?" Candlelight flickers, casting dancing shadows across the intimate chamber as Delilah watches Samson, her face a mask of frustration. With an almost bored sigh, Samson effortlessly snaps the new ropes that bind him, then breaks the new cords just as easily. Delilah's frustration deepens as Samson, with a mighty pull, rips the loom from its stand, tearing the threads woven with his hair. Samson's patience wears thin, his expression a testament to the endless interrogations and Delilah's failed attempts to uncover his strength. As dawn's first light paints the opulent room, a weary Samson rests his head in Delilah's lap, his eyes heavy with exhaustion. A cruel smile plays on Delilah's lips as she subtly gestures, summoning a Philistine man with gleaming shears. The metallic snip, snip, snip of the shears pierces the quiet, meticulously severing Samson's 7 locks. Samson stirs, a flicker of awareness in his eyes, but exhaustion's heavy grip pulls him back. Delilah's face is a mask of triumph as she whispers, "The Philistines are upon you, Samson." In the Philistine dungeon, a suffocating stench of despair hangs heavy, clinging to the damp stone walls. Samson, a hulking shadow of his former self, strains against a massive millstone, his empty sockets staring blankly. Heavy bronze chains chafe his wrists and ankles, clanking with each agonizing, pained movement. The ghost of his legendary strength, his long hair, is a phantom weight, crushing him with humiliation and despair. The temple of Dagon throbs with a sea of Philistine lords, their faces ablaze with cruel joy and celebration. Their boisterous shouts and toasts echo through the grand hall, a cacophony of triumph. Samson, his eyes milky white and vacant, is led by a small, hesitant boy, a shadow of his former might. He is presented to the roaring crowd, a pitiful spectacle for their amusement and mockery. Sharp, mocking laughter and jeers erupt, mingling in a symphony of delight at his downfall. In the dusty temple of Dagon, the air thrums with echoes of celebration, as Samson is led toward the structure's heart. Samson's hands find the rough stone of 2 central pillars, his fingers gripping them with desperate resolve. His head bows, lips moving in a silent, fervent prayer to God, a guttural groan escaping his throat. Muscles bulge and cord beneath his skin, straining against immense weight as he begins to push, a primal scream of effort. The very temple groans in protest, stone grinding ominously, as Samson's titanic strength threatens to shatter its foundations. Samson, his face a mask of agony and resolve, unleashes a final, guttural cry, pushing against the massive pillars. Ancient carvings on the pillars splinter and crack, a cascade of stone and dust raining down upon the jeering crowd. The temple collapses in a deafening roar, burying Philistine lords and Samson in a profound, dust-obscured silence. A wide shot reveals the ruined temple, a monument to Samson's tragic and redemptive sacrifice.